Well, it's about damn time, hockey gods. The Four Nations tournament is already an incredible success, thank goodness. I did not know how the players were going to treat this tournament. All year, I didn't put any thought into the All-Star break or what this new Four Nations tourney would bring us. I've become so jaded about hockey this time of the year. The All-Star game over the last 10 years, it's become so boring, repetitive. I mean, I haven't cared since Phil was betrayed and got selected last. That's a future three-time Stanley Cup champion, you goofs. So I was skeptical going into Four Nations, but man, was I ever wrong. Thankfully, from the get-go, they were entertaining the fans. First, we got to see legends on the ice from hockey's past, guys like Teemu Selanne, Daniel Alfredsson, Mike Richter, and freaking Super Mario in Montreal. A much better way to start your games, by hyping up the audience and the fan base, instead of depressing them with some sad story or virtue signaling trend, or promoting gambling, you dirty bloodsuckers. Then I see my boy, Nate McKinnon's eyes during the national anthem, and he looks like a demon possessed, locked in and focused, and I thought to myself, oh shit, he's ready.
2PC raid. That's my boy.
Canada would start fast. The forecheck was swarming, and they got an early power play where they were able to throw out, listen to this, Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, Connor McDavid, and Sam Reinhart. That's the power play. Avengers assemble. Poor Reinhart looking like Hawkeye out there, alongside the likes of Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and Spidey. Now, I thought Canada set the tone early and the pace early, but Sweden caught up in the second period. Remember, these are all NHL players, so we should not be overlooking anyone. That Swedish team by itself would be a cup contender. So the game would end up tied at 3, and we got treated to a 3v3 overtime. Not 5 minutes, 10 minutes, which is way better than the shootout, right? And a 3-on-3 overtime with all-stars out there, with all these all-stars, it was fantastic. McDavid, McKinnon, and Makar 3v3. I mean, what do you do when they're skating at you? It's just not right. McKinnon just did whatever the hell he wanted because there was so much space out there. Pass the puck, Nate, my God. But the hero of overtime was none other than Mitch Marner off a no-look, not floaty, but lasered back pass from Sid the Kid. Great moment for Mitch, great moment for Canada, and a fantastic way to start the Four Nations tourney. Fast forward one day and we have the US versus Finland in the second Four Nations matchup. I really thought Finland was looking good in the first and second period. Their first line of Lehkonen, Barkov, and Rantanen, they were playing solid hockey in the offensive zone. 3 cup winners right there, and the forecheck was strong. The problem was getting the puck out of their own end with that depleted blue line, right? Not having Miro Heiskanen, ooh, that was hurting them. And the fact the Americans were capable of exploding at any moment, that didn't help. Not too much offensive zone possession for the US, but tons of skill and speed off the rush. Matthews looked like he had an even better right winger in Jack Hughes. Sorry, Mitch, but it has to be said, those two looked amazing together. And I was wondering why the Tkachuk brothers weren't playing together, but by the time we had the third period, boom, Tkachuk, Eichel, Tkachuk. That line is created and the rest is history. The brothers score 4 goals, 5 points, leading the US past Finland, all while their dad grins like an evil genius from the stands. My God, Keith Tkachuk, what have you done, man? So the question I put to everybody, is the Four Nations tournament a success? The obvious answer is yes. The real question I want to put out there, should we do this every single year? I say no. Now hear me out. The reason why this is so special is because we haven't had any real international competition in over 10 years. We start using this competition every year, then the players and the fans will start treating it like an all-star game again and start skipping it or phoning it in. We don't want to become the NBA with their all-star break, right? It's an absolute mess. I want international hockey every 2 years. Once from the Olympics and the other from either Four Nations or the World Cup of Hockey, so we can include more than just 4 teams. Let's be careful not to burn through this good vibe. Let's appreciate it, enjoy it, be thankful we got to experience it, because you never know what you have until it's gone. I miss this. And I'm just glad international hockey is back. Thank you to Montreal and the fan base for the electric atmosphere. You guys were fantastic. And Boston, you're next. Don't disappoint. Make sure to bring that American energy. You're going to need it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy, and I'll see you all next time.